Hey guys, FFG dropped some more spoilers. Today I'm going to be talking about the spoilers that were released this week and give you my thoughts and let you know if I think they might be playable or not. I'll let you know this right now. One card I think is fire. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, guys, the first spoiler that we saw today was Dr. Avazan. He is a 2 cost unit, cunning villainy aspects, and he is a 3 attack with 3 life. He comes in shielded, and he has bounty ready up to 12 resources. And again, to recap, bounty is with this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects his bounty. He's also a rare unit. So what does that mean? Okay, he's you could play this guy literally in the first round of the game. Obviously, he comes in exhausted, but if your opponent kills him, he can ready up to 12 resources. Now, that seems like a lot. Ideally, the way this card is going to work is that you want to have him potentially be defeated or captured when your opponent has all of his resources ready, right? When that happens, he's not going to be able to ready any resources, right? And so basically it negates the effect of the bounty, but you can go in for a 3/3. So I think he's actually going to be a pretty good card to have early on, because at the beginning of the game you typically don't have many resources, and because he's shielded, he can take damage or take an attack from your opponent's first round, especially with a 3/3. In terms of in-game, I would not even drop this guy. It's too risky, especially if you're playing control type cards. If they can ready up all the resources after killing him, that's a big problem for you. So I would say he's probably going to be a good initial turn play or even the next round. But after that, if you draw this card, you probably should be resourcing it. I think it's a good card. I'm interested in seeing if the Boba decks are going to adapt and maybe add one of him in their decks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Dr. Evansan. Okay, the next card that was spoiled this week was the Pike Sentinel. This is a 2 cost vigilance villainy aspects. It has 2 attack and 3 power, but this has Sentinel. This is actually, personally, I think this is a very good card. This, I believe, is the first Sentinel unit that Vigilance gets at 2 costs. So what does that mean? That means that literally in the first round of your game, if you got this card, you can drop him down and he's going to protect you. The 3 defense part is, I think, very important. Most round 1 units typically have about 2 power or maybe 3 power. So this can definitely save your base from damage the next turn. It's a basic Sentinel card. So if you're running any type of blue decks that need a little bit more defense at the beginning against an aggro type deck, this is going to be perfect. I personally like playing Grand Inquisitor, so I would be interested in how I could utilize these Sentinels, help protect my units that have the grit, so that I can go in and attack their bases and push the damage further. I think this is going to be a great sealed card as well, because I mean, having Sentinel early on during sealed or draft is going to be probably a very good card to have. Again, in CC or constructed, I don't know how many decks will take advantage of him. I know as a Grand Inquisitor player, I probably might be looking at putting him into my decks. And maybe if you have any more blue where you need a more Sentinel to help protect your base while you ramp up, I think this might be a great card to have. The next card that we have spoiled is Follower of the Way. This is a 2 cost 1/3 ground unit. It has, while this unit is upgraded, it gets +1/+1. So again, this kind of goes through the theme of Shadows of the Galaxy, where we're probably going to have more upgrades than Spark of a Rebellion. So this character is actually going to get stronger and stronger, or unit, get stronger and stronger every time we put an upgrade. And keep in mind, when you put a shield on them, that's an upgrade. If you attach a weapon upgrade, it's an upgrade, right? He retains the +1/+1 while he has the upgrade. Obviously, if the upgrade is removed, he no longer has the +1/+1. This is actually a vigilance neutral card, meaning we can have this in the villainy or hero decks as well. In terms of actual play, I'm trying to think of how or what current decks could use this. Maybe if you go with somehow a Tarkin deck that can put +1/+1 experience counters. Will that potentially work? I'm not entirely sure, but I think I would really like this card during like a limited format with like sealed or potentially draft. I think since the set's probably going to be heavy oriented with upgrades, this guy gets stronger and stronger as the time goes, as the game progresses, and he remains with those upgrades. And the final spoiler for this week was IG-11. He's a 5 cost unit, has 6 attack, 5 defense. His card reads, if this unit would be captured, defeat him and deal 3 damage to each ground enemy unit instead. On attack, you may do 3 damage to a damaged ground unit. And he is just a neutral aggression, meaning the hero and villain decks can both have this card. And what I find him very, very interesting, he's very similar to almost Darth Vader, right? Darth Vader comes in for 5 damage and on attack does 2 damage, right? To a unit. IG-11 is coming in for 6 damage, so 1 more damage than Vader. And his on attack, he can do 3 damage. The only caveat being it needs to be a damaged ground unit. But if we look in terms of cost, in order to deploy Darth Vader, you need to have 7 resources, whereas IG-8, you only need to have 5. So I think by far this is my favorite card that's been spoiled. I run and play a lot of Vader. I play Vader Blue, Vader Green, and I could see myself having IG-11 in my deck going forward, and this actually can help against some of those more aggro type decks like Leia or Sabine if they try to capture him, because he's going to do 3 damage. I don't know why they would want to capture him if he's going to kill their board, but I think he's an awesome card. I think he is going to be used in the constructed meta. I think he's very, very powerful. And the great thing about this card, he's just an uncommon. So that means almost everybody should be able to get a playset of this card very easily. That was all the cards spoiled this week. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about the cards? What don't you like about the cards? What do you think is the best card? I look forward to seeing everyone's comments. And if you are new to our channel, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. We appreciate it. We'll be try to be putting out weekly videos on any spoilers for Star Wars Unlimited, as well as we'll be recording live gameplay at our local LGSs. I will also be doing lives maybe once a week, testing out different decks on Force Table and giving people my thoughts or how I play the game. Thank you for your time and hope you have a good day. Bye.